When you turn over a healthy compost pile or pull back mulch from rich garden soil, that earthy, sweet smell rising up is not just from the soil itself. It comes from Actinomycetes, a remarkable group of microbes that work quietly beneath the surface. Gardeners talk a lot about bacteria and fungi, but Actinomycetes deserve their own spotlight. They don't just recycle kitchen scraps and garden waste, they break down some of the toughest materials in the soil, even compounds that most microbes can't handle. If you want a compost pile that doesn't stall and soil that stays balanced, understanding Actinomycetes is a powerful advantage. Actinomycetes thrive where decomposition is slow. These organisms are technically bacteria but act more like fungi. They spread with thread-like filaments through soil and compost, reaching into stubborn materials that other microbes ignore. If you've ever struggled with wood chips that seem to sit unchanged for years, Actinomycetes are the ones eventually breaking them down. They really excel at working on lignin and cellulose, those tough fibres in wood, as well as waxy or resinous leaves that, just take longer to decompose too. Unlike fast-feeding bacteria that need soft green material, Actinomycetes thrive where decomposition is slow and difficult. This honestly makes them essential in any garden system that uses wood mulch or brown leaves. Every compost pile needs both carbon-rich browns and nitrogen-rich greens. Too many greens, and the pile turns slimy. Too many browns, and it stalls without heating. Actinomycetes are what allow woody and leaf-heavy piles to eventually balance. By chewing through carbon-dense material, they release nutrients slowly, matching them with the faster bursts of nitrogen from bacteria. For example, if you mix shredded leaves with a ratio of 3 parts leaves to 1 part kitchen scraps, Actinomycetes take charge of the breakdown over time. Their slow, steady action prevents piles from locking up nitrogen and makes sure the end compost is nutrient-rich and crumbly, instead of coarse and unfinished. What makes Actinomycetes even more impressive is their ability to break down not only natural compounds, but also some harmful toxins. In agriculture, they are known to neutralize certain pesticides, herbicide residues, and even heavy metals through complex biochemical processes. For the home gardener, this means that a soil full of Actinomycetes can recover more quickly from years of chemical use. While they cannot erase every contaminant, they do reduce residues and restore microbial balance, giving plants a healthier foundation. This is why old farmland that is allowed to rest with cover crops and organic matter often comes back stronger. The Actinomycetes have time to do their quiet cleaning work. These microbes do best in soils and compost piles that are well aerated and slightly alkaline. They are less active in waterlogged or highly acidic conditions. To encourage them, you want to keep your compost moist, but never soggy with enough structure for airflow. Mixing wood chips or shredded stems into your pile provides the fibrous material they absolutely love to colonize. In garden beds, using a top layer of leaf mulch blended with small amounts of wood, chip encourages colonies to spread through the soil surface. For example, spreading a 2-inch layer of shredded leaves mixed with a 1/2 inch of wood chip across a bed in autumn creates an ideal habitat. By spring, you will often notice white cobweb-like threads under the mulch, which are Actinomycetes at work. As Actinomycetes digest wood and leaves, they produce humus and stable organic matter that binds soil particles. This, improves structure, aeration, and water retention. They also release antibiotics that suppress harmful soil pathogens. In fact, many of the antibiotics used in medicine today were first discovered from Actinomycetes. This means that in your soil, they act as quiet defenders, helping to balance microbial communities and prevent disease outbreaks. If you want to see results, build your compost with a base that includes fibrous material. Start with a layer of coarse browns like twigs or shredded branches, add a mix of leaves, and then layer kitchen scraps or green grass clippings on top. Over weeks, bacteria will work quickly on the greens while Actinomycetes slowly spread through the browns. Turning the pile lightly every few weeks ensures oxygen reaches them. In garden beds, avoid stripping away every piece of organic matter. Leave roots in the ground after harvest and cover the soil with organic mulch. This continuous supply of complex material ensures Actinomycetes never run out of food. Over the seasons, you'll notice the soil darkening, gaining structure, and holding moisture longer, clear signs that these microbes are active. The power of Actinomycetes lies in their persistence. While other microbes work fast and burn out, they stay in the background, breaking down the hardest materials and even neutralizing toxins that would otherwise linger. They turn wood into humus leaves into nutrients and help restore balance where chemicals have disturbed the soil. By creating conditions they favour, oxygen, steady moisture and plenty of organic matter, you can harness their strength in both compost and garden beds. If this guide helps you understand how to build healthier soil with Actinomycetes, make sure to subscribe to Soil Doctor and share this video with other gardeners who want to unlock the hidden workers of their soil. The more we recognise and encourage these microbes, the stronger and more resilient our gardens will become.